Ezzard Charles hits the comeback trail, setting a stiff training pace in preparation for his June title bout with heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. Pointing to his more polished ring style and the aggressiveness he's shown in recent fights, his fans say it's a new Ezzard Charles going into the ring. Not the fighter who was outpointed to lose the heavyweight crown, but a smooth, clever tiger who isn't fazed by the jinx that's defeated every ex-champ's attempt to regain the title. The Brockton Bomber has history on his side in the ring, as well as the most powerful right hand in the annals of boxing. Other fighters may be nimbler, but the champ's footwork gets him into position for that blockbuster. He's been up against classy boxers before. All it takes is that one punch. And that's the reason Rocky is favored to emerge the winner and still champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the White House in the nation's capital, the President of the United States.
The plight of the civilian population in Korea is desperate. I have seen with my own eyes the devastation caused by war. Aid to Korea is urgent. Relief dollars in Korea will literally perform miracles. 50 cents a day will provide shelter for a homeless orphan. A few dollars will supply medication to check tuberculosis, and about $10 will buy an artificial limb for an amputee. I deeply hope that the people in this country will respond generously to the appeal for funds by the American Korean Foundation.
When representatives of the Veterans March for Korea stop at your house, sign the scroll and contribute whatever you can afford.
Until the last gun in the besieged garrison of Dien Bien Phu was silenced, American privateers manned by French crews leave Hanoi in round-the-clock sorties to hammer at the Viet Minh Reds. The planes are still braving murderous anti-aircraft fire as they unload their bombs on one of the most fiercely contested pieces of terrain in modern military history. It is a last-ditch attempt to save the doomed garrison. Bombers are immediately followed by clearly marked mercy planes with food and medical supplies for the 1,000 wounded in the underground hospital. The wounded who, after the fall of the fortress, became the pawns in ceasefire disputes at Geneva and the opposing commands in Indo-China. These supplies are a matter of life or death for the men who lie helpless in the hands of their communist captors. The chutes, as they land, join the shell pockmarks where gallant men fought to the death. However, after truce conferences, helicopters bring in a trickle of the most severely wounded to Luang Prabang for transfer to Hanoi. Many of these men had lain for weeks under constant bombardment during the days which preceded the fall of Dien Bien Phu. After a long nightmare, they arrive at the hospital in Hanoi to receive for the first time adequate medical care. Their rescue is accomplished under a shaky agreement which changes from day to day as the French resume their bombing of roads leading to Hanoi. The fate of Indo-China remains uncertain, but these are the victims of a ruthless war.